Victory Wednesday. Hope all of y'all are staying safe out there. Welcome in to Duval Daily presented by GenJag.com. I'm Jordan DeLugo. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, Duval. Time for our weekly rookie stock watch, in which we are going to run through the performances of the Jaguars 2022 rookie class in week 3 against the Chargers. Plus Travis Etienne, of course, who is a rookie for all intents and purposes in my eyes, and we're either going to buy, sell, or hold their stock moving forward. This is not an activity that is meant to bash any players, but just give a gauge of how these young guys are doing. Hit me up on Twitter at Jordan DeLugo. Follow Generation Jaguar at Generation Jag. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. And if you want to support the channel further, go pick up a new hat, a new shirt on GenJag.com. You can become a channel member. We've got links in the description below. Let's dive into it right now. Trayvon Walker, first overall pick in 2022. Jaguars outside linebacker out of Georgia. He is playing some elite run defense right now. He is looking really comfortable and in control and fluid, dropping into coverage, looking like a menace. He's flashing that pass rush prowess that you're looking for. He had a massive run stuff on an early third down. You have a little outside run where they're just trying to beat the defenders to the edge, and Gerald Everett has no chance of slowing down Trayvon Walker. Trayvon is able to sprint to the sideline, force Austin Eckler out of bounds, short of the first down marker. There was great pursuit by not only Trayvon Walker, but a couple other Jaguars defenders on that one. Just really showed his athleticism and physicality. He also dropped into coverage against the Chargers. He was lined up as a tight end, but he's their fullback, kind of moves around for them, and dropped into that shallow zone, one-on-one with that fullback. Justin Herbert throws the ball, no chance of it being completed. Trayvon Walker just in perfect position, looks so fluid. He's ready for the throw, gets his hand in there, looks like a linebacker or safety the way he's playing the football, and gets his hand in there. No completion. Big pass breakup for him on that one. Also, Trey McKitty trying to block him. I'm sure some of y'all have seen that clip. It was ugly. Trayvon just physically dominant already at this level. We know how athletic he is. We know how big he is. We know how strong he is. He's playing it. He's playing like it, and he's showing it. But he's also showing how smart he is, how assignment sound he is. He's giving full effort on every single play. You see him come out of nowhere from across the field sometimes trying to bring ball carriers down. And the great thing is, he did have 3 pressures, and this one was not perfect as a pass rusher, but you're starting to see some of the pass rush moves being stringed together, some combos. But he's still got a long way to go before he reaches his final form. He's already making a big impact, and I think that should be very scary for opposing offenses around the league, specifically in the AFC South. Trayvon Walker is a big, big buy. Devin Lloyd. He's playing the best linebacker by a Jaguar since, for me, it's Darryl Smith. Range, length, recognition, and reaction time, those stand out against the run. He's able to attempt and make tackles that a lot of people cannot, thanks to his long arms, his explosiveness, and his read and react ability. Against the pass, goodness gracious, I know it's only been 3 games, but this is exactly what you saw his entire time at Utah. He had 3 more pass breakups against the Chargers and another interception. He is tied for first in the entire NFL in pass breakups. He is tied for second in interceptions at off-ball linebacker. He's also got 24 tackles, making a big impact against the run and in space. Devin Lloyd is playing great football for the Jaguars right now. And there's always this conversation that's had, you traded up for an off-ball linebacker in the first round, a devalued position. How's he going to make an impact for you? That is not a question I had because I was a huge Devin Lloyd fan in the draft. He was my number 1 overall linebacker. I had him rated ahead of Trayvon Walker. And Of course, different positions, but just for comparison's sake here, the Jaguars got Trayvon at 1. They got Devin Lloyd at 27, and I had Devin Lloyd a few spots ahead of Trayvon Walker in my overall big board. They got him at 27. They passed up on the opportunity to bring in, some different receivers that were available on the board. I think they made an amazing decision trading up for Devin Lloyd at 27 overall. They gave up a second, a fourth, and a sixth. He has looked like he's well worth it already. And if he keeps playing like this, he might be the second best player on the Jaguars defense already, the way he's playing. Unbelievable. Now, he's a big buy, no question about it. But moving to our next player here, number 65 overall, center Luke Fortner. Jaguars took him at the top of the 3rd round. He had his best game as a pro against the Chargers out in LA. He held up well in pass pro, outside of a couple little instances where some players were able to get some late pressure against him. I think I saw it a couple times, literally 2 times in 38 dropbacks, so you're not going to get mad about that. He's so good in the run game as well. That's where you really love what you've seen from him throughout his first 3 games as a pro is in the run game, but you're seeing that development and pass protection, and he's looking pretty damn good right now. He had a few plays in pass pro where he's able to get that defender leaning, get him off balance, then they fall to the ground, and he's right there with them and burying them. Kind of snatching, getting that inside hand placement, snatching, and then burying them in the dirt face first, which you love to see. It adds insult to injury, no doubt about it. But he's a buy. He looks like a long-time starting center, and the way he's able to impact the run, both at the point of attack and working to the second level, he looks really, really smooth, really smart. We know he's a smart guy, smart football player. Big buy. Again, for Luke Fortner. Chad Muma, 70th overall pick, off-ball linebacker. I just really wish you could get this kid on the field more. He's a hold for right now, gives great effort on special teams. He's going to be a starter for a long time in this league. I just don't know when that's going to happen for him, but he's a hold. Snoop Connor, the 5th-round running back. Gregory Jr., the 6th-round cornerback. Snoop was not active for game day. He is on the 53. He has not played yet for the Jaguars. Gregory Jr. is on the practice squad right now. Neither of them are playing, so we're not going to evaluate their performances, obviously. Now, Buster Brown, Monteric Brown. He got his first game action, but he only had 4 punt return reps. He was not the punt returner. He was one of the blockers out there. And I think he was only active due to Shaquille Griffin not being on the field for the Jaguars this week. He's a hold. He got out there. He didn't look bad, on special teams. He did a decent job there. And he's just a hold because not a whole lot of information. Travis Etienne, 2021 first-round pick who suffered the Liz Frank injury in preseason week 2 of his rookie season. So he is a rookie for us in my mind. Really impressive performance. I think this was his best performance so far. You've seen the elusiveness. You've seen the speed and quickness. On Sunday against the Chargers, he showed power. He was running through tackles. He got the most touches in his young career. Forced missed tackles consistently. 32 of his 45 rushing yards were after contact. He was getting the ball in a lot of situations where the Chargers were ready for the run. They were teeing off against the run, and he was still able, again, to get 32 yards after contact on 45 total rushing yards. And of course, as he's been doing throughout this season, he added 3 catches for 30 yards in the passing game, and he's starting to really get the job done in pass protection. So you really like what you're seeing from Travis Etienne. Again, we know what type of athlete he is in terms of what he can do in space, but his ability to fight for those tough yards, he really showed it this week for the first time, in my opinion. in a Jaguars uniform. And that's a great development for him and for this Jaguars team, because if you've got James Robinson busting off 50-yard runs, you've got Travis Etienne. We know his speed and his explosive playability, but if you've got him fighting for tough yards, you've got both of those guys doing the things that people kind of look at as not their strengths. And of course, they're also getting it done with their strengths. James Robinson with his vision, power, contact balance. Etienne with his speed, quickness in the open field. That's going to be a really difficult running back duo for teams to deal with, especially when you got good blocking up front the way they do in a passing game that's clicking as well. This Jaguars offense is tough to deal with. But there it is. That is the Jaguars rookie class. Week 3, they continue to shine. There are no sells. There's no one that's really struggling at a high level right now, or I shouldn't say struggling at a high level, but greatly struggling. You're not seeing it. Luke Fortner is the only starter who has been a little up and down, but he was mostly up in this game, and I think his arrow is definitely pointing up for the Jaguars as he continues to progress as a starting center. And those 2021 rookies, headlined by Trevor Lawrence, they're looking pretty darn good too. That is going to do it. Follow me on Twitter at Jordan DeLugo. Follow Generation Jaguar at Generation Jag. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. Hit that notification bell. Go check out genjag.com for some Duval gear. You can become a channel member. We've got links in the description below. Stay safe, Duval. Appreciate everyone for tuning in.